Look, if you have ever had your Python script break just because the file path changed, you already know how frustrating that is. You move your folder, switch laptops, or sync with OneDrive, and suddenly everything stops working. In our today's scenario, we have daily sales data that is automatically uploaded to two different drives, Mega Drive and OneDrive, and it sits inside sales folder. The folder name does not have to be same. Our file names are usually like daily sales data and then it follows the date and time. This structure is same across both drives. The problem is that one location is D that sits at here and one location is C that sits here. Now this location can change if you're working from laptop or Office PC, which kind of breaks your code. We are going to fix that today. So let's head over to VS Code. For our first import, we will import pathlib, and from there we will use path library. So we say from pathlib import path, and for our first task we will define a new variable that will be a list. Open up the list, and here we will give folder locations which we want to track. So we say path, we're using the path which we imported from pathlib, but open a parentheses, we open R, we type R, that automatically fixes the backslashes because of the windows, and we copy the folder location, that is this one, so we paste it here, then we do comma, we add another path, we do R, and then we add the second location for Mega Drive. Once that is done, we use an iterator function. So we say p for p in files to look in if p exists. So this is basically a generator expression which creates a lazy sequence. We wrap this inside of parentheses, then we say next, which picks the first available result from this sequence, and then we simply store it inside a variable called location found. So we copy and paste this here, let's run it, and you see the location it has found is this one. Now for whatever reason this location is not available, let's just change this to X. We want our code to pick up this location instead of crashing. Let's run this again, and you see now it has picked up this location D. Great. Now what you want to do is we want to pick up the latest file by either modified time or created time, that depends on your use case. For that we will use glob combined with max function. We will use another generator expression. So we say f for f in, we give it the location found variable which stores the actual location. So this basically translates to this location. Then we say dot glob, then we add the file name which we want it to trace. We close this, we wrap this inside of round parentheses to create a generator expression. If you actually run it, you can say it says generator object, but it cannot really do anything on its own. So let's wrap it inside of max. So we say max, we open another parentheses, and max, as you know, takes in a key which asks on what basis you want the max value to be found. So it's either going to be modified time or created time. In this case, let's use modified time. So we say lambda x equals x dot stat, which pulls out the statistics for it, and then from that we pick up st underscore m time, which is basically modified time. If you want created time, I believe that would be c time. Let's store this inside of new variable called latest file, and here we simply say latest file, and this should give us the latest file here. So you see it says 4/11/2026. Now let's say we want to test if this is actually working. Let's open up this location D mega sales. Let's modify one of the file. Let's say we modify an older file. We just want to make sure this is actually picking up the latest file. So I have the file open. Let me just copy and paste this line here, just so the file is considered latest modified. Let's save it, Control S, Control W to close it, and let's run this, only this section of the code again, which picks up the latest file, and now it should pick up 4/9/2026. Let's run it, and you see it has picked up 4/9/2026, which is what we actually wanted. And this is how you have successfully created a code that works on any machine and is agnostic to where your file is. It will work every time as long as you have saved locations here. One good thing is that you can add more locations here. So you just add a comma here, add a parentheses, R to add the location here, whatever the location is. Let's say XYZ sales. My bad. XYZ sales. Could be whatever value you want. Z. And it should continue to work. You can continue to expand this list here. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more practical automation tips and follow me for more practical videos on automation. Thanks and see you in the next one.